Oh my gosh, we're live.
No,
Did you press the button?
click this button to share your browser tab.
Hi.
Hey.
So here we are.
This is us, and it's us, and no one's here yet.
No one's here.
Do you think they're going to show up?
Oh, somebody's there.
Oh,
Somebody said
okay.
hi. Hi, you.
Hi. So here we are. So we are live for the first time, and we're going to give this a shot. And boy, I should have done my hair better.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
So I want everybody to know, all of the people, the millions of people out there, that I am offering free snow shoveling lessons. Come by the house. I can do it from inside. I don't need to be out there. I'll give you great instructions. Yes, it's snowing here.
All right. But how about we start with the fact that we are Second Chapter Love.
Hi.
I'm Jen.
I'm Philip.
And we have a story to tell. If you've been following along, you can pick us up on Instagram. And now we are going to be on YouTube a lot more than we were in the past.
And we would appreciate it if you would follow us and like us and do all of that
all
stuff.
of the stuff,
well.
right?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So we've got a story. You know, I met Philip in the very beginning. The very beginning of COVID online on Hinge. So shout out to Hinge because they really are a great app. And I was a divorced mom with 2 kids and just trying to kind of figure out if there was going to be another love in my life. And then you.
So what happened?
I don't know. So
Did
here
you
we
have
are.
one?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
I did. All right. What about you?
Me? Well, so I was a widow and took that pretty hard. And I was married for 25 years. And you won't hear me say I hate things very much. Maybe snow, not even snow, but I do hate cancer. Cancer is a horrible thing. And if it's touched your life, I'm very sorry. I know what it's like. And went through a very dark time. And I was very cold and alone. And as time went by, I started to heal a little bit. And there's people that talk about this, and they say, what's it like? And I use this analogy I'd heard one time. It's like when you get a really bad cut on your hand, that you deal with that pain. Everything you touch hurts, right? And then eventually it scabs over, and you got a scar to always remind you of the pain. But when you lose a spouse, it's kind of like losing the whole hand. It never goes away. You just learn how to deal with one hand, and I was sitting at home one day, and my daughter said, "You know what, Dad, here, give me your phone." And I thought she was going to take a picture of me, which she kind of did, she's going through stuff. She goes, "Here." I said, "What's this?" She said, "It's a dating website. It's time." She said, you need to start moving forward. And I say this a bunch of times, but I had always heard of catfishing, but I didn't think it was a real thing or that it was ever going to happen to me.
Oh my gosh.
But this really young, beautiful girl said, "I like your smile." And I thought, okay, she's Russian or something.
But let's not make this creepy. I really wasn't young. Somehow I looked young in the photos, but I was
you to
far
me.
from it.
You are to me. I mean, you're only 22 years old, hon.
Okay. Well, anyway.
But anyways, so one thing led to another, and we had our first date in a park.
We did. We had our first date in a park because you couldn't go into buildings, especially where we lived. And so we met outside, and we knew what to expect because we had, passed pictures around and FaceTimed and all the things that you do before you meet somebody, hopefully. And then we met, and we had a lovely time, walked around the park, had a great time, and then left. And that was it. He really didn't do much else. He didn't go to restaurants or anything like that. And kind of met a few times before.
Yeah, but not before. I kind of knew the minute you got out of that Jeep.
So we knew.
Because we've been talking back and forth. I actually was originally just looking for somebody to talk to. I didn't really expect that I was going to find somebody as wonderful as the woman that I did.
Oh, you were wonderful too.
Yeah, thanks.
We had fun kind of getting to know each other, and, still with a lot of FaceTime and a lot of chatting online, and you really still couldn't get to restaurants. I can remember the first time we went to a restaurant, it was such an odd feeling because, that was sort of the classic date, right? You would have done ages before, and it was so fun.
Yeah, like we had already known each other, right?
Right. And Philip's a wonderful cook, so he'd already cooked me dinner, and that was great. But, just kind of having a chance to to have a regular experience. It was a lot of fun. And then, fast forward, here we are, and there's quite a story in between, but we knew quickly.
I think we should, since we're doing this, we should probably tell people that, why. I mean, what's second chapter all about?
All right. So I think that's a good point. I mean, I think we were dating for a while, and then we got married, and we kind of knew what we were up for. We were up for, the rest of our lives together. And one day we were having coffee and then sat and said, this is a story to tell. Maybe we can try and encourage people to get out there and try again, or find hope in a second chapter. And there it was. And so, we love books, and books kind of fit into our life. And so that second chapter sort of fit for us and added the love to it, because we were able to, within a second chapter, find love.
You had so many people talk to us. They'd say, "Oh my God, you guys are so cute together." And for us, we just kind of felt like we were just us,
Yeah.
and the thing about being happy is when you're happy, you want other people to be happy.
Oh, there's no question.
Yeah. And you see people walking around in the darkness, and it's like, hey, there's light out here.
Yeah.
You just got to be open to it. So we kind of thought that maybe we have some skills that we could pass along. And, we've been doing this now for almost a year.
We have.
And we've all kinds of stuff. Recently, we've been talking about guilt attached to items and getting rid of them. Being emotionally attached to things. As you can tell,
see that stuff behind us?
Yeah, we're not we're not little kids anymore. It's interesting because, and this is something that I think that we could probably pass along to people, is that, I met my wife, you met your husband, your original one. You guys built a life.
Yeah.
I built a life. I mean, I have three children as well. And we're actually grandparents, if you can believe it. But we had that piece, and it's not. If you falling in love is great and it's wonderful and it's daisies and Valentine's and everything is wonderful, but if you think that you're just going to walk into a relationship and not have a whole bunch of stuff that came up to this point, you're going to have that stuff, and that's okay.
Absolutely. And I think we've tried in the past few years, every year, to think about what we have and kind of with the eye on what's everybody going to want, because we've also had loss of our parents, both of my parents and your father, where there's now things from family. And so we have things, and then there's things from both of our marriages and from our children. And the big thing that we are now seeing everywhere is that a lot of the kids don't want as much stuff. We were very stuff heavy in the 50s and 60s and 70s, and God help the 80s and the 90s and every year after that. And we have stuff. We still haven't put our Christmas away, because we're still trying to come up with, is this needed? Is this not needed? What do we take forward and carry with us into the next year?
Last year we, listen, me and my late wife, we were very Christmas crazy, and I had buckets and those plastic buckets. I probably had 12 of them. And last year we did a big cleanse.
We did.
Where we have a very long dining room table. This table's what, 9 feet, 10 feet long?
Yeah.
Okay. So we just brought the stuff down and said, we're not going to put this stuff out. Let's open every container and just lay it all out. And then, Jen's kids are here. My kids are all over the place. So we did a FaceTime thing and said, who wants what? I think they took like 2, maybe 3 things. The rest of the stuff, they were like, meh.
Yeah.
That helped me with my guilt. I don't know about you.
I think the guilt thing for me, there are probably 2 things. One is sort of a financial guilt, where the things that I spent money on, I feel I have a harder time getting rid of the things that people have given me because of the money they spent on it. So that financial guilt is very difficult. And then just this tying of a sort of a story, like, oh, I remember where I got that, and that meant something, but it meant something in the moment. The person who gave it to me probably doesn't even remember giving it to me. And so I think there you just have to be able to.
That memory, though, doesn't go away.
I don't think so.
Go away.
No, although I will say, I remember I had a binder of photos from my first student teaching experience. I had put everything together as a portfolio. It was really important to me at the time. Carried it probably 6 houses, states, different houses, the whole 9 yards. And I finally said, what on earth am I doing with this? These children in the photos are probably married and moved on. My kids will make no connection to the binder. So I threw it away. And guess what happened? A year or two
Nothing.
later, no, I had like a complete panic. I wished I had kept it, but I don't even know if I could nail down the why I was upset. So
You know, and I've had moments like that too.
yeah.
I think I've told you, like, where I will say, I know exactly where that is.
Oh, I know.
It's in the basement.
Yeah.
It's in that house belongs to somebody else now.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't
there.
live in that house
Your
anymore.
junk drawer is not your junk drawer.
Yeah, and you know what? It's for me. I've kind of come to peace with a lot of it.
Mhm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I am still like I have a lot of stuff. Our big
Oh.
thing is art.
We have so
We
much
have
stuff.
so much art,
So much
many
stuff.
pictures.
Yeah.
But we're doing it. I think
Well, we're doing
I'm
okay.
proud of
We
us.
are doing okay, and we're doing well, and so we, really are hoping to try and get Second Chapter Love to be a story that you want to be part of, and you'll join us, and we'll pop on live, and we'll make some videos and share stories on Instagram, and we really enjoy watching YouTube. That's sort of where we get our stories and news and fun and.
Yeah, really. What's TV anymore, right?
Yeah, so
I
we
mean, I
hope
don't
we
even
can.
watch it anymore. I got rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I turned on network television.
No, I don't think so.
Everything's
either.
got a YouTube.
YouTube and things, and we'll tell you about all the things we love, and hope you'll join us and share your stories with us, because maybe one Sunday or one of the live visits you can jump in and share your stories
say
with
something.
us.
Tell us something. Tell us something about you.
We would love that.
Yeah, it's like I said, it can be dark out there. I've been in that dark space before, and man, I hope everybody finds a Jennifer in their life.
No.
Because seriously, it's nice to have that other person, and
It is.
it's not easy.
Mm-mm.
It's not. We struggle on a lot of
It's
different
hard.
things.
It's very hard.
Yeah, but look to us as an example of it can work.
It can work.
You just gotta give it a try, and if you get stuck or you stumble, sometimes don't be afraid to look to other people for support or whatever you need.
Yep. So join us, Second Chapter Love. Make sure you follow along, subscribe, and
Like, subscribe, and
all the things.
yeah, please give us a nod. Tell us where you're at and where you're from and where you're at in your life, and if we can help, boy, that would be great.
And we hope to see you again next week.
Maybe we'll have Christmas gone.
Oh my gosh, can we please?
We have till February 2nd.
Oh, I know. I heard
Although
this
I'm
rumor.
leaving, right? Yeah.
Okay. All right. Have a great night.
What was wrong with that?